Some are surprised the US are going to make it into the knockout stages. Just a reminder of Mark Ogden and what he wrote before the start of the tournament when asked on the most surprising team that won't make it out of the group. He said, the United States, when Turkey won their World Cup playoff against Kosovo in March, it was bad news for the US. Turkey were the best team in Group D by some distance, so it heaps the pressure on Mauricio Pochettino's team to beat Paraguay and Australia. But Pochettino has failed to create a feel-good factor, and the US team has done nothing in the past 2 years to suggest it will suddenly come good now.
Done well there, hasn't it?
The senior writer.
Yeah. Mark, that's why he's wearing glasses.
Well, Turkey are doing well, aren't they?
I'm playing like De Bruyne and Lukaku today.
You said, that's what you said.
Yeah, okay. How did you get everything so wrong?
I don't know. Look, I based it on form. You know, before the World Cup, they lost 3 of the 4 warm-up games to the US. They weren't very good. We know that the last 18 months have been pretty fractious with Pochettino's not happy. But I was there in LA for that first game, and they started fantastically, and they just built some momentum on it.
Yeah.
But I was right. They've had to beat Australia and Paraguay first. They might lose to Turkey. Doesn't matter.
Turkey are going to be the best team in the group.
Yeah, the unluckiest team in the World Cup. They've created chance after chance and not taken any.
Right.
Okay.
Stop digging.
Okay, schoolboy error. You got to play the long game because there's always a time you can stick the knife in.
Yes.
Yeah. But you've gone in early there at the start.
You know.
Yeah.
It was noticed anyway.
Talk to me about brackets, because you know better than I do. Who could face who, like down? Like, so obviously we know the US are going to top the group.
Yeah.
So in theory they get an easier draw in the round of 32.
Well, that's subjective because it depends who finishes third. I mean,
Right.
and
If a bigger country has a bad...
yeah. So I think
unlikely.
there's 3 or 4 options for each team, and the current situation suggests it's Ecuador, but I don't buy that because Ecuador got 1 point.
Right.
And they'll probably lose to Germany in the last game, so they're not going to get a third place
Right.
with 1 point.
Germany've already won the group, though. Does that?
Yeah, but it's Germany, isn't it? I don't think Germany want to. I mean, they're not guaranteed to win the group. I don't think yet. I think there's still
Right.
positions to play for. So.
They have won the group, I'm being told, Mark.
Is that right?
Yeah, there's nothing you're wrong about.
You sure?
That down.
That was up in the air yesterday. It's all these permutations.
The US, if you said, there is... It changes all the time. But there is potential, not in the 32, well, maybe there is, but certainly in the last 16, if they get to that, which they should, that they could play Belgium. Now, Belgium beat them in a friendly match,
Yes.
even the US 5-2. But there's 5 or 6 players played in that US team that day that are not playing for this US team. And also the momentum has completely changed.
Yeah.
Belgium have to get to the round of 16.
Well, they do. But if that happens and you're looking at the matchup and you say, well, yeah, 5, it was March, they beat us 5. Things have changed completely. The US are on a positive note. They're playing well. They're confident. They've had 2 great games, and as we've discussed, Belgium have been so flat. 2 draws have looked terrible. So in the space of 3 months,
Yeah.
the pendulum has completely swung in the US's favour. If indeed that's what happens in the matchup, which probably won't, because who the hell knows what's going to happen. The other thing is, you know, with this game against Turkey now, surely he's going to rest all the players with the yellow cards.
Yeah, absolutely.
And B, why would you even think about playing Christian Pulisic?
Yeah.
With some sort of knock, injury, muscle problem. Why would you even risk it? You just leave him till the knockout games, make sure he's fresh, everybody's ready to go again, you pick the baton up. That would be the sensible thing to do.
You don't think that if you do that, keep him fresh, but that'd be 3 weeks later a game. Does that not lead to ring rust?
Not in 2 weeks.
Not
in 2 weeks. I mean, Pochettino's still got to make it a really... Pochettino's still got to make it a big game. He's got to say to those players coming in, he leaves out the players that are being booked.
That's another column he's writing tonight.
This is still an important game. We've still got to go and win it. We still want to play well. And those players coming in, you might have a chance later in the tournament to prove yourself now so that you do play later.
I would take a little bit, a smidge of an issue of lacking match sharpness, overplaying in a pointless game,
Right.
and potentially, you know, getting the injury flaring up again and been out for another 2 or 3 weeks, or indeed the rest of the tournament. You're only going to do that, Augie, if you need the result.
The positive thing that I think maybe surprised us a bit with the US, 2 big things is that energy that they brought to the table right from the off against Paraguay and against Australia. We've talked about how good that midfield looks together. And they've been desperate for a man on top, and they found it with Balogun. And you look at other teams around us that we've seen in the World Cup who are struggling to find that striker, the one who can put the ball away.
Yeah. It's all about that, isn't it? It's all about momentum. People emerging from World Cups over history have had players that went into the tournament as a squad player, maybe, that emerged to become a star player. And it's all fallen in the right place for the US. You know, they've got a home run on the West Coast and they're right through to the semi-finals. So we're getting carried away with ourselves, but everything is how we would want it to be. Pochettino's now probably the most popular man of the US,
I know.
behind Russell Crowe. But it's just going so well for them, and they are riding the wave of euphoria. I saw the video of the Country Road song, which has been played in Seattle, which the whole nation is getting behind them, which is fantastic.
Why did you mention Russell Crowe?
Because apparently he looks like him.
Really?
Have you not been reading the papers, Dan?
No, I haven't read papers. It's
That's his lookalike. That's his lookalike, apparently.
Okay.
Oh, I need to go and read them all in
Gladiator, Russell Crowe, I think. Gladiator.
I tell you what's the most impressive thing thus far? Not so much in the Australia game because obviously that's the lucky shirt for the tournament. He's wore it the first two times. Not quite the Australia game because they're a bit more of a rugged side. Certainly, maybe early on against Australia. What's impressed me most, or one of the facets of the way they've played that's impressed me most, is the pace in which they've played the game. Is the pace in which they've turned the ball round from the back line to the midfield to the forward line, and then they're all of a sudden they've been in behind and stretching teams. That has been what's impressed me the most thus far. If they can keep that going, then they're going to have a good tour.